This is Holy Week, and I welcome you to a reflection on all those places and people and stories that make this both a terribly human, and a Holy Week. And I'd like to invite you to hear a text, but please note this container out of which the scripture is taken. This is my Bible bag. And it is composed of brown paper bags, grocery bags, that are carefully folded and artfully woven together to make this. And it was made for me by the men at the Northern New Jersey Men's Prison. Part of Drew's outreach we teach each semester in both the men and the women's prison, and this is part of that educational and theological work that I'd like to share with you in the text we are going to read together now. From the Gospel of Luke, and it's the 23rd chapter. There was also an inscription over him, "This is the King of the Jews." One of the criminals who were hanged there kept deriding him and saying, "Are you not the Messiah? Save yourself and us." But the other rebuked him, saying, "Do you not fear God, since you are under the same sentence of condemnation? And we indeed have been condemned justly, for we are getting what we deserve for our deeds. But this man has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." He replied, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." These are indeed the words of life. And when I was a pastor, there was the opportunity to work in a prison. It was in Moundsville, West Virginia, and it was a security prison. It was a maximum security prison. It was a terrible place of confinement. It was built to hold 400 men, and there were over 1,200 when I went. And when I went, I was invited to do a very old thing when it comes to the liturgies of Holy Week, and that was to write a play, a passion play, for those men, and it would be on Good Friday. It's a very old tradition. The church has been enacting what this powerful story is as long as we have been church, from the very beginning of moving to where trial of Jesus was held, to the hill Golgotha, to the burial site. Christians have historically enacted this story, and so it was a matter of writing for them, for their own ability to proclaim the gospel behind those terrible, gray, cold, high, dangerous walls. The gospel that they found in its proclamation to be a form of liberation. So in this Holy Week that is filled with human suffering, I invite you to hear a dialogue between two thieves who may have been thieves and perhaps even worse, and yet in the way in which they bring this gospel to life, there is good news.
You You, Jesus. Look at me. I can hear them talking about you. Tell me, is it true? Look at me. Maybe. What about scared of his eyes? Listen. Are you a king? Show us some power. Get us off these crosses. They say you do miracles. I heard them do a miracle and get us down. Come on, miracle man. Get us off these torture trees. Come on, king. Get us out of this. Why should it? You deserve what's happening. I've heard them beg for mercy. And you cut the throats while they beg. Why should he help you? They deserve it. I kill any woman I can. They break our backs. They take our bread. They hang us straight on these trees where the crows peck out our eyes. I fought for the cause. You wag, you word, you listen to me, King of the Jews. I fought for our Sabbath. I fought for the freedom of Israel. Stop being the great freedom fighter. You only set men free of their money. You rob a neighbor as quick as a Roman. Don't you fear God? I fear death. I feel death. I don't feel no God. Maybe there's him hanging up beside me. Hey you. Hey Jesus. Hey God, man. Don't listen to him. He deserves this. And so do I. But you don't. You belong on the throne, not a cross. Lord, please remember me. Tell him I'm sorry. Go! Die, won't you? You want my name? I want to hear. Somebody! Let me die! Let me die! I want to die!